Hello everyone, today we will learn how to add new Typeform entries as detailed Google Calendar events. Whenever you are getting an entry in your Typeform, that is a new submission, you want that it should be added as a new Google Calendar event and created an event. So we will be creating an automation with the help of Pabbly Connect, where our trigger will be the new submission done in Typeform and our action will be to create that event in Google Calendar. Let us learn how to do it. So let us create an integration where any appointment information received from this Typeform that I have opened up over here in a separate tab is going to be used to create a new event in your Google Calendar. So we will create this automation with the help of Pabbly. And here is the landing page. Let us quickly sign in into your account. I'll sign in with Google as I already have an existing account. And then we are going to use Pabbly Connect for this purpose. So let us click on Access now. Now, as soon as you reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, here on the right side, you will see a big blue button where it's written Create Workflow. Click on the button and then give a suitable name to your workflow. I'm going to name it as Create Detailed Events in Google Calendar from Typeform Entries. So the case is that whenever you have to take an appointment, suppose that you have to fill up this form that we will be filling soon over here. And when you're done with taking the appointment and this form is submitted, then in the Google Calendar, that appointment will be created as a new event that is going to take place. So when you have given the name to your workflow, a blank workflow will be created for you. Over here, you have trigger and the other box is action. Now the trigger and action is when this happens, do this, which means that as soon as this event takes place in your trigger application, the action application will perform the assigned action over here. So for this workflow, our trigger application is Typeform because the entries received from the Typeform submission are going to be used for the creation of event. So we have chosen the event as new entry of the form. Click on Connect, add new connection, and then connect with Typeform. This connection will make sure that all the form submissions are captured by Pabbly Connect over here and they are received in this workflow. So that's how you give access and it's here. So now you have to select the name of the form. In your Typeform, there might be many forms that you have created for several different purposes. When you click on this drop-down menu, you have to choose the form. So as you can see, the name of our form is appointment. So I will choose appointment over here. And when I click on save and send test request, I have to go back here and fill up this form so that the information is fetched by Pabbly Connect. So let us type over here, first name, last name, mobile number, email address, and then the time of availability. Now, the time that you're going to enter over here has to be in the format hour, minute, and second. For example, that I want the appointment at 10 in the morning. Okay, so it will be 10:00:00. Okay, that's 10 o'clock. That's my time of availability. And then I have to mention the date of availability. First, you have to enter the month. So the month is going to be March. Then the day is going to be 27th. And then the year, that's this. Okay, so now you have submitted the form. When the submission is done, you go back to Pabbly Connect and wait for the response. And see the response is over here. So the name of the form is appointment, first of all. Then you have the date of availability. All the questions are listed first. Then you'll start having the answers as well. So you have the answers as this is the date of availability, the time, the email address, this is the email, the phone number. So basically you have all the details and the first and last name as well. So let us use this information to create a new event. But first of all, remember that you are going to enter this information in a Google Calendar, which means a calendar, a basic format of date and time. So you need to make sure that the Google Calendar has the format where what it needs the date and time in. So first let us choose Google Calendar as your action application over here. So it will be easier for you to understand what steps are you going to include in this workflow. It's create an event. The event is this. Add new connection and sign in with your Google account. Once you do this, click on allow. Then you have to check that what is the format of the start and end date time required over here. So this is the format it's needed, like year, month, and date, time, T for time, and then R minutes, second, and Z. This is the format of the date and time. So let us put another step between the trigger and the action application that is called date and time formatter, because we need to combine the date and time we already have over here. So let us change the time zone first. Okay, we are going to do that. Connect date and time formatter is a feature built inside Pabbly, so it will be connected automatically. Now you have to enter the date that you want to format right here. So first you have to map it. Now what is mapping? Mapping is actually using the information of the previous step to enter data in the next step or any action application. So when you click on any empty field, it will ask you to insert data from the previous step, and this drop down menu will help you to enter the data. So our date was this. Okay, this is the date. Then you put capital T and then you put the time. So you can also write time over here. So this was the time. Okay, you have entered it in the format that it is required. Now what is the format right now? It is year, month, date. It's like that only. Then time, hour, minute, second. Okay, and put a Z in the N as well. So this is done. This is the format, and from Asia Kolkata time zone, you are changing it to UTC. Okay. Now we will click on save and send test request. So our date will be available in the format that is required. 27th is the date, and this is the time that has been changed into the UTC format now. Okay, so save this step. And then we'll move on to another step, that is the end date time. For example, the appointment is of 1 hour. So we want to add 1 hour to the date we already have. So we will again choose date time formatter, and it gives us a feature to add and subtract time. Connect your feature and then enter the date. So now you're going to use this date. Okay. The expression is plus 1 hour. Okay. And then from what format to what format you want to change. So its format is with T and Z in the end. So you have to choose both times the same format. Okay. Now click on save and send test request, and 1 hour is written. So it will add 1 hour to it. It says 4 hour in the first step, 4:30. Okay. Now it says 5:30 in the next step. So 1 hour has been added. So we will click on save over here. Okay. Then now it's safe to move ahead. So come back to your last action application, that is Google Calendar. Connect it again so it is reloaded. You can select existing connection because we just connected our account. Click on save, and then you can choose all the details. Like this is the email address of the Google Calendar we are working upon. Then you need to have the title. So title you can map from your Typeform entry only, that is appointment. In description, you can enter details like name, colon, and then enter the name. So write the name as this, give a space, and then the second name was this. Okay. Put a backslash and N, because after N, everything will appear in the next line. So we are writing email, colon, and then you can enter the email address as well. Okay, this is done. What else was there? Contact. So again, backslash and N, then write contact, colon, and then enter the number. This is the phone number. So this was the data. No location was mentioned. You have to enter the start date. For that, we included this time. So the first date time formatter was for the start time of the appointment, and the end time is the second date time formatter. Okay. Now the time zone has to be changed to UTC. Okay. And then no other thing is required to be changed. Just simply click on save and send test request and see. It's confirmed. The status is confirmed, which means the event has been created. The description will appear in this format. If you drag this down, see, name, email, and contact is given over here. So after backslash and N, everything appeared just under the previous line. So remember to put a backslash, save this step, and now we will go back to our calendar to check if the appointment has been created or not. So what was the date? It was 27th. You come here to 27. So 10 to 11, that is the time that we chose. And here see, 10 a.m. was the time, and 11 because we added 1 hour. So the appointment has been created. So this was the whole workflow. Let us do a quick recap. So our trigger application was Typeform. We filled in a form that was created for appointments. And then when we filled the form, we received this response, which was used to create an event. But we added date time formatter first of all to change the time format. And then we added 1 hour to decide the end time of the event. Okay, then we use the information to create a Google Calendar event and then gave it proper description. Remember to put a backslash and N to put enter, saved the workflow and saw that yes, an appointment has been created. So this was the whole video. I hope this helped.
Not just these applications, but you can integrate many other applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any issue regarding Pabbly, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts regarding our pricing, then you can connect us through this given website. If you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to share this with your friends and colleagues to make their life easier by creating automations. We will meet in the next video. Till then, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.